is actually in real time over the last couple months. So there's the date. And we get back, we see North America. Well, you can see other things here besides the Earth. Yeah. I guess I had the moon on when you came in here. There's phases of the moon. Pretty good images. I always like this planet, red planet, Mars. And it's got a lot of neat features. Right there. Right here, it's Valles Marineris, huge canyon. There's not much moisture on the surface right now, but there must have been running water to create that canyon because it's like a 2,000 mile long canyon, about 4 miles deep. So that's roughly about 4 times the depth of the Grand Canyon on Earth. It's got a lot of other things, a lot of extinct volcanoes, including Olympus Mons, which is one of the highest geological features in the solar system. It's about 4 times the height of Mount Everest, so about 88,000 feet high. And you know, you see that little drop off there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's about a mile-high cliff that you're dropping off into. It's sort of neat. There's a lot of craters. It's got a polar ice cap, like Earth does. We don't think there's any much life on there now. There might be some below this evidences below the surface that they're searching for, because obviously at one time there's a lot more moisture on the planet Mars.
I bet that eventually Mars will be our next planet eventually.
Could be. It's probably the closest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's,
Smaller.
again, you'd have to import a lot of water to survive, because it'd be hard to grow anything or.
Well, yeah.
Balance
Yeah.
that amount of moisture right now. Now there may be some moisture below the surface. That's obviously the next. And other planets. Jupiter. Now Jupiter is mainly made of gas. That's why you're seeing, you know, the high winds, evidenced by the various colors there. Great red spot right there.
By Jupiter.
So that's a storm they think it's been going on for over 300 years. Always find that interesting. You see that up there? You see behind you? What's up there? Sea turtle?
Jupiter with a lot of gas. Sounds like
Maybe.
it sounds like Zeus got to lay off the fiber.
And over here, big shark. Overhead shark. And what's over here? Over
Valuables.
there. Polar bear, way up north. Yeah.
Top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's the top of the food chain. Woohoo! Wait, I don't see what's good about the polar bear being on the top of the food chain. Happily, they're only up at the North Pole.
Let's show you the surface of the sun. The various solar flares are updated to the surface. Close-up view.
It must have hurt. I remember flying to the sun. It's not so good. Stupid sun had to be so hot.
Ready to go back to Earth, see where the various earthquakes are.
Hmm.
See, most of it's on the west coast of South Africa and North Africa, up through Aleutian Islands, Alaska, and over to Japan.
Earthquakes?
You can see the size of the earthquakes by the size of the circle on the Richter scale here.
So wait, are they happening right now?
Well, this is
Back in 2008, right?
2018.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
say we bring it up
2018, yeah.
Should be pretty close to real time. So I can bring it up to the end of January.
I noticed the ridge is going from the Hawaiian Islands up to the point between Russia and Alaska.
We've got earthquake in Hawaii going on. It's a minor earthquake caused by the volcano that's been fairly active up there. Most of earthquakes are caused by shifting of the tectonic plates. You can see that. That in white. See all through, the west coast. And then sort of plates slide there. Sort of converge more in South America. That's what creates a lot of the Andes Mountains, has created the Andes Mountains over time. Then you got a fairly active area in the Caribbean. And then all the way up, as I mentioned, to Alaska, Aleutian Islands, and all the way down through Japan, and down South Pacific. The Earth, and got the clouds, and in real time over the last couple of months. Not a lot is going on right now, but it's sort of neat in late summer, fall, early fall, when you get the hurricanes developing.
Well,
Sort of,
yeah, and
lining up.
hurricanes are made by high temperatures. High temperatures is one of them. Yeah.
High ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought I'd say high temperatures is because it's what high temperatures, like when it's really hot outside, it's what causes it's one of the things that cause the hurricanes.
Mhm. And what they have various programs in the fall on hurricanes, and it might be a 20-minute talk on hurricanes. I'm just sort of giving you an overview of
Yeah.
this office, but they have more in-depth programs for school groups and then for the public, like the weekends and holiday groups and so forth. They'll just go into depth on a particular subject, whether it be hurricanes or whether it be Earth's magnetism. that type of things. It's sort of neat. This data has been developed from NASA satellites or from various instruments that NOAA has, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Agency. Real-time data back. It's interrupted when the federal government was shut down. We weren't
Oh,
getting
yeah.
updates.
Yeah.
It's back right now.
Well, some say for now, but I hope it's back permanently.
Oh, I hope it is too.
I mean, don't anyone hope that it stays here open permanently? Because hey, what Trump is doing is what we don't like, and it tears us apart. So
And he doesn't believe in climate change, which shake my head.
And I think of doing a little review with my brother. How are winds created?
Winds. How are winds created? Precipitation?
I think it's more temperature variation.
Yeah, temperature and water, gas that comes from the water.
Right,
Oh.
right, evaporates.
And yeah, and okay, so it starts with high temperature, and it touches the water, and it creates gas from the waters, and then the gas goes up into the clouds, and then that's pretty much how rain starts, right?
Starts, right, right. Rain,
It-
precipitation, snow.
Yeah.
Temperature.
In some forms of water coming out of the sky, rain, hail, or snow, winds were formed with unequal temperatures.
Unequal. Okay.
When the hot air rises up into the sky, the cold air replaces it.
Yeah, cold air sort of drops. It's
Yes.
heavier. When warmer air rises, it's like
Yeah, something else to showcase? What? Oh, that was just Homer. Homer was asking. It, I,
shows Saturn, but I'm missing something.
a ring.
Missing the rings. Because this is really a screen. I'm projecting these images out, and the four projectors around here, and I'm controlling the use of the program. But it can't project rings. It can't project a third dimension. It can have a hologram or something like that.
Hologram, yeah.
This is really like projecting images.
Yeah, this is.
Circle the screen.
Okay, so yeah, this is Saturn without the ring.
Not the rings.
I bet you that when Godzilla traveled from planet to planet, and then the one time he stops by Saturn, he doesn't see the ring, and what he realized, it was all 8-bit. Well, you see, in the 8-bit world, everything's flat, overworld-wise.
Right.
Did you know that the substance the Saturn was made of could float on water? I think that's what I heard when watching the eyewitness video on the solar system.
Could be. I mean, like gases and so forth.
Someone's messing with the traffic lights.
So it's the closest planet to the sun, Mercury. The color's been enhanced. So you can see the various features on it.
That's Mercury?
That's Mercury.
Oh, the colors.
This is more the real view.
Oh,
That's just what I showed here was an enhanced view. Obviously, see the craters and everything a lot more distinctly to this.
So Mercury is blue the whole time.
It's, Mercury is sort of grayish, say. That's more the true color.
So that's Mercury.
That's both are Mercury, This is the more true color, and the other was in the enhanced colorized version, so to speak. It's just so you can see the various geological features. It's the same plan now. It's more the topography.
I had no idea that Mercury is so colorful.
Again, they're enhancing their color,
Oh,
just so you can see the sort of the surface view. And over here is the scale. So it's whitish, it's real high, 4,000, versus dark, negative 5,000. And we got Pluto.
oh yeah,
Calling a dwarf planet,
yeah.
just the size.
It used to be a planet.
Yeah, they just reclassified the dwarf.
Yeah, it's a dwarf. Hey, imagine Pluto growing from a dwarf planet to the world's biggest dwarf planet. It's like a lot larger than an actual planet itself. I mean, imagine Pluto 1,000 times the size of Jupiter. Well, layout-wise.
Now, the reason you can't see the various images too clearly there is it's various probes are shooting past that, and they don't have good images right now of that side of the planet, or the southern pole. But they have just recently sent probes up there, so we'll have better images over time.
It kind of looked like that Pluto was only discovered only by one side.
Yeah, just as the space probe one shooting by, and on camera that can take one swap of images.
So the camera is up in space, right?
Camera is in various space satellites that they've sent out there.
Hmm.
So you can see here on board this side, they got pretty good images considering the distance they're transmitting the images from. Deep space, this is the Milky Way. There's a lot of stars out there.
I bet a lot of,
Millions.
I bet that a lot of stars could create more planets.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's planets rotating around each of those, maybe not each of them, but many of those stars.
It reminded me of what I learned about stars when watching History of the World in 2 hours. I learned stars were made with hydrogen and helium. Stars made elements, and stars going supernova created even heavier elements.
Yeah. Some of the intense heat and everything. I'm sure that's correct.
So many elements to make Mario invincible for a limited time. I love it when this happens. I wonder what stars taste like.
I learned that there are 118 elements.
Right? Of course, they've discovered more over time, so 118 they've identified so far, yeah?
Yeah. Well, 118 known elements. Yeah. I understand scientists are still on duty collecting more science facts.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why there's still scientists out there. They're still there to study.
Still a lot of subjects we don't fully understand, so there's still a lot we can learn.
They're not always right. That's why they're still on duty. They could be wrong in some things.
Figured this was why the science book I got last year was second edition, and I predicted that there might be a third edition, like years later or so. And
Because they form theories, create hypotheses, and test it out, see whether they're supported or not by facts. And correct, create new ones, and test those out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been reading the book for months, and now I'm in the middle of the. I'm about halfway through the book. Like a few more chapters left to read in the Industrial Revolution unit.
Images and constellations taken from the Hubble telescope. Part of that Hubble telescope, particularly the optics, is buried right in Rochester.
Wow. Do I see galaxies and nebulae?
Oh.
Sort of an overview of everything.